All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. This will happen. I'm going to call it right now. When it happens, I may come here and say, I told you so. This is going to happen because what I've seen so far is that our freedoms are being attacked. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of guys come here and talk about this, and it is what it is. But I've been doing this for quite some time. And what I have seen lately is pretty disturbing, if you ask me. Pretty disturbing. This is not one of those things that usually happen and then goes away. I mean, the Democrats have a crazy belief, really crazy. And one of the top beliefs that they have is to take away your freedoms. And you're going to see this happening. I'm going to tell you, you're going to see this happening. So essentially, there is conversation already about companies telling you or talking about making sure that you have, let's say, how do I say this? Making sure that you have been vaccinated before you enter their facilities. It's already conversation being taking place, right? Like you are a dog and you have to show your shots. You took your shot before you take a shower, right? Remember when or when you take your dog to a place to take a bath and they say, well, do you have the vaccination papers? That's how we're gonna be. That's how we're gonna be. Let's hit the intro and let's talk about this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me tell you, I have a person that I know, and this person was telling me that before she goes to work, she got to get her cell phone, and she has to put information on her cell phone, and then the cell phone will say, according to the information that she enters, if she can come in to her place to work or not, right? We've seen that already happening. Now we see in places like Target and other places out there that when you're walking, you're required to have a mask, right? And every time I go in Target with no mask, for some reason they put the little thing in the speaker like, "Oh, attention customers, wear a mask or whatever," right? And people give you the dirty looks, they're just like, and in fact, I'm not going to tell you that story. I'm just not going to go there. But one of these days, somebody is going to go and harass me or something. And I guess we go viral. I guess we go viral. And you're probably going to see me online somewhere. But here's the thing, I'll talk about Ticketmaster, which, is a place that if you get tickets to go to a concert, they were asking to develop something about developing an app that is going to allow them to verify that you took the shot. And let me share the screen right here, which this is not Ticketmaster, but here we have another company, right? And here we have a company that is pretty much talking about the same thing. CNN, the most trusted news network. And they're saying Australia airline Qantas will require future international travelers to prove that they have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Again, here's the thing. It's starting, right? This is the beginning, guys. This is the beginning. And you say here a little bit more once you open the website. They talk about it. Cantabile says passengers would need to be vaccinated for international flights, right? And again, more conversation here. Australia national carrier Qantas will require future international travelers to prove that they have been vaccinated against COVID-19 before the flying. So again, here's the thing happening. Is going to happen. It's going to be all over the place, and there's nothing that we are going to be able to do. Now, here's the thing that I want to mention, because as we see things like this, you say, well, international travel. Do we want to verify that somebody comes to my country or whatever, that person is not a threat to the nation? And people can justify and people can talk about this all the one. I get that. But the point about this is that these people are forcing us to take these vaccinations, and they will, let me take it back, they will force us in any way to take this vaccination, and they're going to make it seem, or they're going to put it in a way that you won't have a choice. A lot of you guys are going to say, well, you know what, I'm not going to take any vaccination. But what about when you can go to Target because you don't have proof that you've been vaccinated? What about when you can go to Walmart? Now you can buy food. You can't even get the curb stop or whatever when you park outside and they bring it to you because you have to show proof. I mean, this is the route that we're going to. What about when your job tells you, you know what, you have to be vaccinated because if you're not vaccinated, you cannot work here. Now we are being forced to take vaccinations. So this is the beginning. This is the beginning, what we're seeing right now. We saw it in Ticketmaster, saying that stuff. We see it now here in other countries being forced, and we're seeing it everywhere. And for some reason, I'm starting to think that some politician, probably, I'm not smart enough. Hopefully, some of the guys that do this for a living does do and have people to do research. They do research on this because I'm telling you, one of those politicians probably is going to have some kind of stacks or stocks or something related to this vaccination. Because that's always how it is. They send us to war or they make us do this, and next thing you know, they become rich. For whatever reason, it always works out that way, right? So, again, that's a side talk. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to, go into that type of conversation. But this is the thing right here that is worrying me, is the thing that, companies are starting to say that you're going to have to verify that you're being vaccinated. So from there, it could go anywhere. It's going to go to your job. It's going to go to Target to get food. It's going to go to your kids' school. What about if you don't want your kids to be vaccinated? Maybe I don't want to. It is what it is. But you will be forced because if not, they're going to shame you. Just the same thing that they do with the mask. I mean, you hear the Democrats saying is that you got to be a patriot. You got to be a patriot. You got to care for your fellow citizens. I am a patriot. I joined the United States Marine Corps. I went to combat several different times. I fought for this country. So don't come to me with this like you got to wear a mask to be a patriot. I sacrificed years of my life in combat zones to defend this country. So don't come with me with this nonsense. You got to be a patriot, so wear a mask. It doesn't work that way. What's happening right now is scary. We got to be in the lookout. Continue to watch this. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going in a direction that I like. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.